I hate everything! No! I feel so bad. Sorry everyone. I did not see this one coming. So I think the next stream's, or rather the stream's probably been auto-ending itself, which is not exactly what I want from this. But, I guess that's just how it is. Anyways, we're trying to find someone. Oh, there she is. Hey, Sprocket, again. I'm so sorry about the last stream. I think the rains are getting heavier, and that's probably why this is kind of screwing up today. Normally, it's not supposed to be this bad. Damn, I guess even I'm not that immune to the streamer scuff curse. Anyways, I'm gonna try to recruit Fall from Grace for today, and that's probably where we'll end it. So let's see here. This tall, elegant woman with her sharp features and regal demeanor is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. Her clothes appear to be spun of a silver thread, and small field dangles from her necklace. She is perfumed with an exotic, erotic scent that seems to draw you towards her. Greetings. She looks at you, arcing over an eyebrow with what you sense to be disdain. Greetings. My name is Vivian. Am I to presume I am being summoned? No, I just have some questions. What are you doing here? I am actually looking for something. You would not happen to have smelled it, would you? Smelled it? Yes, I have a particular scent that seems to have gone wandering. 'Tis somewhat difficult to keep in one place. I hope someone did not take it by accident, though you never know with the ladies around here. So, by any chance, have you smelled it somewhere? How can a scent go wandering? Vivian shakes her head. I had meant to infer that it had been taken. The ladies here are a bit jealous at times, and have been known to take my various perfumes for themselves. This time, though, someone has absconded with my own personal scent. I worked on that scent, perfected it, and now poof, 'tis gone. I need not bear such annoyances. Vivian stomps her feet. I want that scent back, and I want it now. I can help. Vivian seems dubious. Are you certain? I do not wish to impose. No imposition. I am pleased to help such a lovely woman as yourself.
Updated my journal.
My god. Anna stumbles something angrily. You catch the word piking an idiot stick. Vivian nods to you. You are too kind. Very well. If you run across it, please let me know. I am somewhat anxious to get it back. A one-of-a-kind scent, really.
Updated my journal.
You may wish to ask Eves. There's someone else I needed to speak to. That's her. I think the ladies are all wandering around. This petite, attractive young woman is smiling blissfully and humming to herself. Her wide, pale blue eyes seem to constantly drink in her surroundings as she looks about. Greetings. The smiling young woman courtesies gracefully and looks up to you smiling. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny. And how are you this fine She... Oh shit, I'm choking on something. Shit. She suddenly notices your scars and places a gloved hand over her mouth. Oh my, you're hurt. She blinks. All over. Mort spins around you, mocking the girl's obliviousness. Powers above, Chief. She's right. I never noticed before, but you're covered in scars. They're old scars, I'll be fine. I had some questions. Huh? She can't seem to tear her eyes from your scar. Oh! How shameful of me. Don't mind my rude staring. I am Nenny. She makes a little curtsy. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to our brothel for the slating of intellectual lust. She returns to staring at your body. You have tattoos under those scars too. What's this one? That one's... looks fascinating. Look at the lines of ink. I think that's ink. She squints at the tattoo. Well, I guess we'll let her touch my tattoo. I think that's ink. She traces a finger around the edge of the tattoo. Is it ink? And what a pattern! Look at the way the lines intersect here. She touches the center of the tattoo. That's simply amazing! She purses her lips and frowns in disappointment. I could make it out better if there weren't so many scars. There's nothing to be done about the scars. They're permanent. Oh, I'm sorry. Pox on me for mentioning them. She cringes! But I have to know, are you absolutely sure you are alright? I'm looking at you, and I can't help but believe that you're not in some pain. I have amnesia, but that's all. Everything must be so new to you. Duh. There is some truth in that. That sounds so sad. But I had some questions. Okay, do you know anything about Revel? Okay, Evis. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where that might be? What? Oh, I just can't say... No, I can't say anything bad about anyone. I'm just no good at all. It's not bad to point out a thief, Nenny. Oh, but I don't know if she's a thief. Nenny bites her lip and looks at you with pleading eyes, as if she just wishes you'd leave the topic alone. Look, why don't you try and say something not nice about her? Oh, alright. Nenny puts her hand on her hips and frowns deeply, almost exaggeratedly. You resist the temptation to laugh. Ooh, I dislike her very much. She pauses for a moment, then looks at you out of the corner of her eyes, as if gauging your reaction. No, not really. I knew I wouldn't be any good at this. She looks at you depressed. Do you know how hard it is to say bad things about someone? It must feel so wrong. Why don't you practice on me? I suppose I could try. She looks dubious. You big, mean, nasty brute. She puts her hands on her hips. Me. Okay, try hitting me. She clamps her hand over her mouth, looking shocked. Oh, I couldn't. I mustn't. How does one hit somebody anyway? Go ahead, do it lightly if you have to. Remember, I'm a mean, nasty brute. I deserve... Oh, jeez. Now this is a visual novel I could get into. And then he slaps you. You barely feel it. She still looks shocked and frightened she hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that hurt? Tell me you're okay. Okay, don't break character, Nenny. Come on. Show me what you've got. Show me you can say something bad. Just let it all out. Oh, Nenny draws her tiny frame to its full heights, balls her hands into fists, puts them on her hips, and scrunches up her face in a cute scowl. Oh, damn be you. You deserve that for all the indignates you put me through. Going out late at night, her eyes roam up and down your body, getting into fights and getting all scarred up. What are the kids going to think? Excellent. Oh, don't you excellent me. I'm some backlicker looking for your approval. I am my own woman, and this woman is about to walk out of your life unless I get some solid commitment. Alright, that's enough out of you. Nenny punches you. You barely feel it. Take this! She punches you again. And this! She punches you again, promptly turning into a little fist-flailing whirlwind. Okay, time to let go of the anger. Nenny sighs tiredly. Whew, that was easier than I thought. No kidding. And I'm sure I'll do better next time. I'm so excited to learn something new. Sure, I have a question now.
Updated my journal.
Maybe. I saw that mean Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's room one night. Now, I'm not saying she took it, but I know Marissa's not a very nice person. That sure sounds suspicious, huh? I'd go ask her about it. Nice. Man, that is just an awkward conversation. Trying to teach someone to be mean. I swear, I remember a trope from a while back. It's one of those, it's like one of those, forced, Okay, now where's Marissa? This striking young woman has the skin the color of burnished copper. A translucent white dress, held precariously by golden clasps, is draped over her shapely form. Greetings. The woman nods and smiles briefly. The scent of her hair, sweetly perfumed, fills your nostrils. I add some questions. She nods.
Updated my journal.
What do you know of her? She simply looks at you. Can you speak?
Updated my journal.
She shakes her head and smiles sadly at you. love this chit already. Can you write then, or pantomime? She pouts, shaking her head. May I ask why you can't communicate? Okay, never mind. I won't be getting anything else from her. Okay, let's see. Greetings. The figure... No, wait. Squinting at the figure behind the partition, you can barely make out a shapely female form in the darkness. She turns to you, but you can see nothing of her face. Greetings. The figure answers in a voice that is slow and deadly, like a steel dagger drawn across stone. Yes? Come to speak with Marissa, have you? Quite rude of you to enter a darkened room, storming behind my partition like so rude and foolhardy. You can hear the faint whispering of sound, like a slight breeze or the hissing of serpents. Ooh. Whoa, creepy chit. My apologies. I wasn't sure if someone was there. The woman gave a slight humph. But it seems there is someone in this room, wouldn't it? Shall you be on your way then? Not just yet!
Updated my journal.
What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Yes, Echo. I knew another Echo, though her name was written differently. I know nothing of this girl. Ask Delora of her. She made friends with an old lover of Echo's, so I heard.
Updated my journal.
Marissa says nothing, though an angry hissing issues from the darkness around her. Yes, I have been known to creep into Vivian's chamber for some of her perfumes, though I doubt you'll meet another here who hasn't. If you're implying that I've got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Perhaps whoever took my crimson veil took Vivian's scent as well. Your veil's been stolen? What's it for? No, wait. No, what is it for? Is it just a normal veil? Marissa sighs quietly. Not quite. It aids me in communication. Face-to-face communication, that is. Why do you need to hide your face? Enough of these asinine questions. Just some questions answered. It is your wish I step away from this partition, into some patch of life, and speak to you face to face? Marissa laughs. There is the sound of scales sliding on scales. Nay, I think not. The darkness suits me, and doubtless suits you as well. To prevent any unwanted and embarrassing casualties. I do. Oh boy. I think so. It's kind of complicated. Describe yourself for me. No, wait. Okay, hold on. What do you look like? The darkness hides us both. Let's make it a game. I'm frightfully bored. Let me guess. Are you a human male? I think so. You think so? How could it not know? It's kinda complicated. Indeed? It must be too great for a mere mind of such as mine to grasp. I really have no sure idea of what I am. Truly, that's almost interesting. The sound of hissing in the darkness. Describe yourself for me. I'm tall with an Why do I get the feeling this won't end well? You step forward so that your face nearly touches Marissa's, squinting so that you can make out her face. Her features are beautiful, her skin pale and unblemished, but her hair is a mess of writhing, hissing ASPS. A brilliant shade of blue seems odd to you, until you realize they're actually tattoos upon her closed eyelids. Are you ready for a surprise? Her lips curled into a wicked smile. Let's not. Okay. Hold on. I need to save. I think this is gonna be a bad end. Why do I have the feeling I'm gonna... Well, I mean, snakes are involved, so this is already just sounding really bad. You first, Marissa. Shapely. Scarred. Are you... You sound very exotic looking.
Updated my journal.
I am. And my merest gaze turns living things into oh no. Could you turn, say, a limb into a statue? I suppose I could. And I might be inclined if I had my crimson veil. Alright. Here's what we really came for. Alright, we're just gonna... I think I'm gonna get a bad ending. Ah, damn it. I fucked it up. I think I fucked it up. Let's try this again. Gah! You have been incapacitated and no longer complete. Oh, that's hilarious.
All right.
So yeah, don't do what I just did. You'll probably die. Where, oh where is Nenny? Well, I guess that's one way you can lose this game. Getting yourself frozen. Damn, where'd Nenny go? There she is.
Updated my journal.
I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it is? I saw that nasty Kim Maxie Addertongue sneaking out of Marissa's room one night. Huh.
We need to stay up, Kim, now.
I must rest.
Greetings. No, wait. This alarmingly voluptuous woman has a thick mane of wavy, raven-colored hair, bluish skin, and shimmering crimson eyes like rubies, which have fires lit behind them. Though she is not beautiful in the typical sense of the word, her features are exotic, and not altogether unattractive. The woman's voice is deep and sensuous, and my greetings to you, sir. Her burning eyes roam over you. I am Kasai Saris. So tell me, what might I do for you, human? Well, I had some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Are you sure? You seem suddenly upset. Of course, I'm sure. Don't ask me again. Oh dear. What sort of things do you do? Talk, of course. Often those erotic in nature, but not always. So, would you like to tell me yours? No, wait. Talk, of course. Usually about dreams. Ah. So, would you like to tell me about yours? Don't be shy. I've heard everything, you know. Nothing will shock or surprise me. And I so love to hear people's dreams. We can trade if you like, but you must go first. Okay. I don't have dreams. Truly? How sad. Even fiends and divas dream, you know. Are you certain you don't? Quite certain. No dreams at all. Too peculiar. I'm at a loss as to what to say. Well, I did have some questions. Okay, we're gonna have to ask Delora eventually. Okay, that's Marissa. The wild-looking tiefling girl meets your gaze with an angry scowl. Her tattooed body is practically naked, only covered by a narrow leather thong, a black cloth brassiere, and armored shoulder pads that appear to serve more as decoration than actual protection. Her spiked hair, as well as the thin fur that covers her goat-like legs, is brassy white, and numerous silver rings dangle from her ears, nostrils, lips, and brow. She wears a leather collar around her throat with the inscription Kimixi Addertongue. Greetings. And just what are you looking at, you banged up sod? My friend thought you were attractive, but whoa, was he horribly mistaken? She sneers at Mort, then looks below him, where a body would normally be, sharp tongue for a stemless deader. Let him keep at it. Like I'd let mine near if I had one. What, did you hear the word brothel and think you could make some jink here? You flea-bitten gutter whore? Ha! I can't believe they'd even let you in the door with what, all those ticks hopping off your shaggy legs? Ticks? The only annoying insect here is you. She suddenly turns to you. Hey, you here to talk to me or what? Or what? What else can I do with you? What did you have in mind, you sodding jawbox? Go ahead. Give me a reason to say no to you. What do you normally do for patrons? Ah, damn it. I think I fucked up there. My tongue's not wide enough and I don't like hair in my mouth. Well, you seem to like the taste of awful in your mouth, you dung-breathed cretin. Only because it's like kissing you, you mangy stink pot. Kiss me? I'd rather kiss a bloody mask of phlegm than lay my lips on you. No thanks. Don't thank me. Thank the powers someone actually wants to kiss you. Kimaxi looks at a loss for something to say. For an instant, a smile threatens to crack the grimacing mask of her face. Then she becomes more of a basilisk than ever. Alright, what do you want of me? Questions answered. Can you teach Mort to be more abusive? Now that's an unusual request. I don't know, it seems pretty foul-mouthed already. He seems pretty foul-mouthed, Kimaxi bladder dung, you scruffy goat-gammed harlot. You wish you had legs like mine, you pitiful wretch of a bone box. I can walk, run, dance. What do you do? Bob around wishing you had a pair of goats or otherwise. The two of them lay into one another, exchanging barbed, blistering insults and clashing with razor-edged tongues. What did I just read? At last the two stop their bickering. An eerie silence settles over as they eye one another hatefully. Finally, the tiefling makes a grudging admission to Mort. You're not bad, really. Not bad at all. Better than you, perhaps? Mort wiggles his eyebrows at her. Eh? Eh? Kimaxi narrows her eyes at Mort. Don't push it, Skull.
New taunts, alright.
I won't, Tiefling. I will admit, I might have learned a thing or two, though. Good thinking, Chief. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? Up your arse, perhaps? Hells, I don't know. Kimaxi smooths back her hair, which instantly springs back up into a spiky mess. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Marissa's chamber recently. Is that connected to the missing veil somehow? Kimaxi flew into a rage. I can't do this part because I need to be a bit more silent, so who told you that? She suddenly falls silent, glaring at you through narrowed eyes. If I was there, Burke, I didn't take her filthy veil. Search my room if you'd like. I catch you sniffing at my breeches, though. I'll see to it you're never allowed in here again. Why would anyone ever sniff at your breeches? Beats me. Someone's nicked more than a few pairs of them, though. My favorite leather brassiere, too, with the iron studs. Well, okay. Let's go. I forget what happens if, well, actually I don't know what happens if you don't let your allies rest. I'm pretty sure something bad does, though.
Updated my journal.
Kimaxi said someone's been taking things from her room, too. Oh, right, that's right. You know, I once saw a man sneaking out of Kimaxi's room while she was out talking to a patron. I watched the front doors all that day, but he never ever left. Isn't that odd? I don't think he could have made it out of a window, and I never figured out where he went, and then I totally forgot about it. That is weird.
Right. We need to say upkeep now.
I must rest.
Okay. Let's figure a way to have them rest. I'm not exactly sure where to go for that.
I'm gone.
Probably here, though. Maybe I should go back.
I'm gone.
There has to be a place to rest. Probably in the market, then. Okay, I think it's in the market.
All right.
Ding it! Oh, wait. Let me buy a cranium rat charm. Don't think my intelligence is high enough. As weird as that just sounded. Let's see, my intellect is at 17. I think I'm gonna need to ingest one of those doohickeys to get it enough. How much more EX... Oh! I think I'm close to the next level.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
I must rest. I'm gone.
My lungs feel like a chimney.
I think I have an idea.
All right.
Hey, you! Hey, fella, come on inside and get warm! We're getting you a nice bed!
You know, it wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me, fiendling. Or hug me. Or kiss me.
Here we go.
Done.
Now let's head back to the... Let's head back to the clerk's ward.
Done. I'm
God
gone.
damn it, which area can I rest in? Greetings. The Tail Chaser. What a coincidence. I too wrong tails! Yes, I'd like to trade tails. Alright, hold on. I'm be right back. Okay, I am back, and god damn, it's cold. Anyways, let's trade some tales. Evis leans forward as you tell the tale of your awakening in the Dustman's mortuary. She seems to devour your every word. As you finish, she smiles at you. I shall remember this tale. I too will tell a tale of the Dustman, chapter of dust. There are chapters in the Dead Book, the massive tome which the Dustmen keep that records that records the passing of all lives into the eternal boundary. In this book there are chapters that are not but dust, and it is believed that the names therein are lost souls who cannot die, but must suffer life eternally until history itself dies and grants them release. I have another tale. Evis leans forward as you tell the tale of the alley giving birth. She seems to devour your every word. As you finish, she smiles at you. I shall remember this tale. And now I have one for you. Before I begin, I must ask, do you know what a Mordron is? Then shall I tell you the tale of the clock and the quadrone? Go on. Once upon a time, there existed a Mordron. It was newly created, its logic fresh and untested, and it had come to Sigil, following the command of its Mordron superiors. It knew nothing but commands and dictates of obedience, and passing along the orders of its superior, for you see, Mordrons are only aware of the commands of their immediate superiors. They have no grasp of a higher authority until this one. One day it came upon a small shop, within which there was a small clock that could no longer tell time. It was cracked along the edges, the wheels of its hand broken. The Mordron immediately set itself to work on getting the parts to fix the broken clock. It made a newly... Boy, is this really gonna be story time with Tenkaku? This is really turning into Reading Rainbow, the Planescape Torment Edition. Holy shit, I can't tell if I should be horrified or happy, but either way. Okay, I say that, but I did like Reading Rainbow a long time ago. When I was, like, a lot younger. I think if I had a favorite story from that time, it would be the Stone Soup. Mostly because we actually tried to make it in the class at one point. And, you know, I thought the idea of eating a soup cooked in rocks was kinda disgusting, but, you know, the soup actually didn't come out too bad. Weird story, I know, but... Anyways. It made for a new housing with the clock's parts, replaced by the bent strings carefully filled and oiled, the clockwork machinery, and carved new hands from the sparse metal available to it. The newly repaired clock precise ticking reminded it of the great gears of Mechanus and comforted it as much as anything may comfort a Mordron. Go on. And what the Mordron never came to understand was that it truly loved this clock that it had worked on, and for reasons it could not explain, elected to remain in Sigil and be with the clock for the rest of its years. Ah, an attachment to something you really worked on. I can see this one, you know, maybe in a bunch of different other forms, but I could see a story like this actually playing out. Like staying in a city because there's a statue you made, so on, so forth. By the way, for anyone looking into this game, this is a lot of dialogue. Be warned. Be very warned. If you hate reading, I don't think this is the game for you, unfortunately. I would like to recommend it to a lot of people, but this is definitely a game for the most patient of folks. Anywho, let's tell her the story of the Silent King. Evis leans forward as you tell the tale of a hidden nation of undead, ruled by a corpse who hasn't spoken in 1,000 years. She seems to devour every word. As you finish, she smiles at you. I shall remember this tale, and now I have one for you. The petitioner at the gate. Go on. It was far after peak, when the distant pounding was heard at the gates of the prison. Go on. Karis, the oldest mercy killer known to the faction, dragged himself from his post, making his way down to the hall to the great gates that separated the punished from the outside world. The pounding did not fade as he reached the gate and spoke to it. He called out and received no answer. He opened the gate, far from feeling caution, but a strange, compelling sensation. A haggard figure was on bent knees just beyond the door. Her hands were bloody from where they had been pounding against the gate, and her breath came in labored gasps as the flickering lights from the interior prison chamber poured across the cobbles. She glanced up at the mercy killer, who stood framed in the doorway, and began to sob with relief. He felt himself mirrored in all but his gender as he stared at the woman, and he was stirred by her presence. Cardis found himself unsure of what to say, so he simply waited for the woman to provide an explanation. She did. It was a simple statement, but of utmost importance, and it made Karis, whose knees ached painfully with every movement, bend down and help the woman to her feet. He brought her from the outside, guiding her gently into the passage beyond. She said that an injustice had been done, and that was all Karis needed to hear. In the end, it came to pass that she could not fulfill her duty as a Fury, for a man guilty of a blood crime had died unpunished. She begged Karis and the Mercy Killers for aid, and so they executed her. She failed in her charge. What the heck? Well, that's a twist. I have another tale. Dakan nods solemnly. I shall impart the tale of Akali drowning. Dakan tells the story of Akali, a foolish Githari of myth who had become lost in the chaos of Limbo. Normally, a single Githari may use their focus and mental discipline to form the chaos around them into a small, habitable environment. Akali, however, asked so many useless and unfocused questions in her quest to return home that her Isle of Matter dissolved around her and she drowned. Fascinating, Dakan. Let me share with you and your companion another version of your tale that Dakan looks attentive and perhaps a little surprised. Go on. Oh, this is a new one. Evis goes on to tell a different version of Dakan's tale, in which Akali was driven from the Githari city of Sharaklor for her constant useless prattling. One day she encountered a Shadi on his way to the spawning stone, she hastily erected a wall of chaos matter, which even the ravenous shoddy found difficult to break down. Hungrily, it waited and spoke to her through the wall. She asked it questions, and she became more absorbed in her pointless queries and the slotty's answers. Her own wall decayed and collapsed upon her, and thus she drowned in the matter of limbo. You know, this brings me to a point. I think it was a discussion I had with my artist, okay, I have several artists at this point, or people who do art for me. So, my comic art, my battle comic artist, Spade, we were having a discussion about, Noah's Ark, and I think a lot of cultures in the world actually have a flooding myth. Okay, I think the Inuit had one. I know Greeks had one, I think. And no, it's not God of War 3. As much as we'd like to think it'd be, it's not. Norse mythology certainly had one. Mesopotamia had a flooding myth too. So it's kind of fascinating how the concept of the world being flooded and restarted has been played out in a variety of different ways in different stories across cultures. But the fact that not every, but a lot of cultures seem to have a flood myth just says it all. It's one of those interesting connecting threads that make you think, well then. Let's share another tale. Mort, do you have a story to Me? Why do I have to tell a story? Just tell a story, Mort. Fine. An elderly man was sitting alone on a dark path, right? He wasn't certain of which direction to go, and he'd forgotten both where he was traveling to and who he was. He sat down for a moment to rest his weary leg, and suddenly looked up to see an elderly woman before him. She grinned toothlessly and with a cackle spoke. Now your third wish. What will it be? Third wish? The man baffled. How can it be a third wish if I haven't had a first and second wish? Go on, Mort. You've had 2 wishes already, the hag said. But your second wish was for me to return everything to the way it was before you had made your first wish. That's why you remember nothing, because everything was the way it was before you made any wishes. She cackled at the poor Burke. So it is that you have 1 wish left. Oh, that's an interesting genie take. Well, okay, I know I'm using that word a lot, and it's probably gonna lose its meaning if I keep this up, but when I say interesting, I do find this stuff genuinely fascinating. If there's anything I like about, the one thing I like about Planescape quite a bit, and it really does remind me of my old friend. She was really into philosophy. I kinda wish I still had contact with her, but, well, you know what they say. Sometimes time does split apart. Friendships you thought were gonna last a good while. Or sometimes you just go your separate ways. But damn, I swear, every time I think philosophy, I think of her, and it's like, damn, I kinda wish she was here right now for this game. I'm sure she'd get a real good kick out of this one. Because, I don't think I'm the philosophical type, or if I sound philosophical, you haven't seen anything yet. Well, okay, she's alive, she's not dead. Although, well, that's a story for another time. I don't want this to get too depressing. This game's already dark enough. Alright, said the man. I don't believe this. But there's no harm in wishing. I wish to know who I am. Funny, said the old woman. She granted his wish and disappeared forever. That was your first wish. Evis smiles. An interesting tale, Mort. And now I've one for you and your companion. The Fiend's Game. A fiend sometimes wandered the wilderness of a certain prime world in the guise of a friendly old man. One day he came upon some hunters in the wood. What are you doing? The fiend asked. The hunters told him, and the fiend nodded. I have never been on a hunt before. Go on. The hunters invited the old man to come along, and the group eventually came upon a glade where several deers were grazing. The hunters carried crossbows, but did not fire, and the fiend asked them why. They are unarmed, the hunters chuckled, patting their crossbows. We hunt nothing that does not have the ability to defend itself. After all, where is the sport in that? The fiend nodded at this, and promptly gated in 3 of his fellows. The hunter led them on a merry chase, but they were eventually caught and eaten. Wow, that's fucked up! Anna, do you have a story to trade? I'm no good at telling such things, I'm not. She frowns and waves her hand as if trying to shoo away the idea. Dunna be asking me for such nonsense now. But I would very much like... Oh boy. Oh, let's just be nice. Let's be nice. Please tell your story. Come on already. You already have one tail you won't part with. What a pun. Anna looks uncomfortable, her tail lashing slowly back and forth. Well, I know one story. She suddenly becomes angry, glaring at Eves. But you might not like it, you won't. So don't be blaming me for your choking it out of me. Go ahead. I heard a story when I was a wee lass. This Burke's walking home real late, near Antipeak, and passes an old toothless crone in the dark, an otherwise empty street. Where you going? She asks him. Home, to me wife and Kip, he says. Near the slags? She asked him. Sure enough, he says. So she asks him a flavor. To take a box she's got to the deader pit, and give it to woman there. Now this Burke is a real sap. Too nice to say no, despite the fact that he's feeling something's not quite right about this old crone. And agrees. But what's the woman's name? He asks. Where does she live? And where should I look for her if she's not by Debtor's Pit? Go on, Anna. The woman hands him the box, a wooden thing, wrapped in colored cloth, and tells him just go, and she'll be there. Finally, she warns him, whatever you does, do not open the box. So, he takes it home with him, and hides it in the rafters, thinking he'll bring it to Debtor's Pit when it's lights out. His wife, though, seeing him hide in the box, gets right jealous, thinking it's a gift for a lover or something, and opens it up as soon as he's not looking. Well, turns out the box was full of gouged out eyes and severed male members with the hair still on them. Oh boy, that is not a good scenario. Oof. With the hair still on him. Her screams brought the Burke brought the Burke running. He remembered what the crone said and got right scared and wrapped the box back up. Go on, Anna. He went straight away to Debtor's Pit, and sure enough, there was another old hag there waiting for him. He hands her the box, and she says to him, "This box has been opened and looked into." The poor Burke tries to deny it, but she gets this dreadful look on her face. "You done something horrible," she tells him, then disappears. That done, he hurries back to his kip. He's feeling ill when he gets back and takes to bed. His wife bitterly regretted opening the box and all, but it was too late. The next day, he died of a rotten curse, and the first thing to go was his eyes and stem. Anna nods grimly, her tale complete. Yves smiles. That was a wonderful tale. What? What kind of tale is this? I give up. Anyways. Now I've one for you and your companion. The Parched Land. Once, a large village was struck by a terrible drought. A farmer journeyed to the worshipping stone and implored it as to the cause of the drought. He asked the stone why it did nothing when the fields were parched and dying, why the animals and the people suffered while the stone did not a thing. Have we not given enough offerings? The farmer asked, begging almost upon his hands and knees, but the stone did not respond. It merely sat and cast its shadow. Well, we traded tales. Do you know Raven Puzzlewell? The tale of Raven Puzzlewell, frightener of children, begins and ends with a question. I would say pay attention to this question. It seems to be popping up a whole lot. What can change the nature of a man? Honestly, this is probably a good philosophical question. If you really wanna... It's one of those things you'd probably ask in a philosophy class. And, well, I know people might say it's a useless degree or a useless passion, but I don't know. I think having, well, maybe not the will, but it's more like just being free to parse out those weird thoughts and questions in life. Sometimes it might be, prattle. Sometimes it might actually lead to a breakthrough. You never know, so I think philosophy has its place. Somewhere. And I'm glad this game really explores it. Quite a lot, actually. Probably more than a lot of the things I actually play. If not the most, in fact. Shit, I'm no Socrates or Plato, but I don't know. I can appreciate a fine work like this. Anyways, many were the times she posed this riddle to those who approached her, those who sought to glean from her strange magics that she seemed to possess. All attempted to answer her query, but to no avail, and they found the price of their wrong answer to be some horrible fate, always more terrible than the last victims. To recount their former various torments would be to speak of things that nightmares are woven from. The tale strikes me in this way. Ravel herself knew not the answer to this question, but she lusted for such an answer. Only the why of the matter remained in question. Why did the nature of a man matter to one of the Grey Sisters? especially to one of such power as Ravel. It is said she put the question to the Lady of Pain, not directly, but shouted it to Sigil itself, daring for the lady to answer. With no reply forthcoming, she wove terrible magics that threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains roll in like a wave. She received no answer other than banishment. To this day, no one knows the answer to Ravel's question. And now there's no one to petition, for Ravel herself is gone, lost to the plains.
Updated my journal.
Wait, there's more. Though my tale ends with Ravel's demise, there are some that claim the hag still lives. There is a silent prostitute here who once talked of such thing, but she speaks no longer. If she would speak to you, she might tell you more of Ravel. Echo? Eves frowned. I once heard a tale of a girl who knew the word that, if spoken, would undo the multiverse. Perhaps this is Echo. Ask Doldora. I understand that she sometimes meets with the one who knew Echo before she stopped speaking. Alright, this is it. Oof. Where's my... I think this one gives me +1 to int. Which might be just enough for me to do this upcoming part if I can find Doldora. Did she... Hey! Oi, get back here! God dang it. This dark-haired, pale-skinned woman has a cultured, refined look about her. As she turns to you, you note her eyes, which you had previously thought to be gray, are the color of brushed steel. Greetings. The woman's voice is soft, calm, and without inflection. It has a certain faraway quality, as if somehow not attached to her. Greetings, I am called Doldora. How may I serve you somehow? She blinks her eyes and touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite proficiently if that's your wish. I am also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something, though I have the materials for a few such games here. Debate, you say? That is correct. I am neither a tome nor a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions and their effects on Sigilian politics, the most effective battle stratagems for warring in Acheron, the meaning of existence itself, I would be most pleased to choose a counterpoint and engage you in debate. Choose a topic. See if we can best her. You choose a topic and begin. The debate lasts a long time, and the two of you exchange points and counterpoints, each attempting to methodically undermine the other's position. As you speak, a strange feeling begins to come over you. A memory trying to surface. Allow the memory to surface. Memories of a great hall begin to form in your mind. A vast place full of well-dressed elites. A formal hall was taking place. Before you was a small, impeccably dressed fellow who wore a golden medallion. It was emblazoned with a symbol you dimly call the Sign of One. The two of you stood in a circle of onlookers who've gathered to listen to your debate. But that's impossible, the man was saying, looking perplexed. Oh, but it is. You recall yourself replying, I've made several inarguable points and given you a number of examples. You simply don't exist. But you can't. Were I to accept that, Yes, you'd cease to exist. And without a flash of light or puff of smoke, with no fanfare of any sort, the man was gone. Holy shit! Our protag here debated so hard, he got a man to accept that he doesn't exist. That's kinda horrifying, holy cow. The onlookers oohed and ah, some clapped. You remember giving a flourishing bow and walking away, a small satisfied smile upon your lips. You suddenly realize Dildora is watching you closely. Are you feeling well? We might finish our discussion another time, should you like. No, let's continue the debate. As hard-pressed as you are to beat Dildora's infallible sense of logic, you eventually win out. She merely nods in approval. You are a most skilled debater. This there is no point in denying. There is no denying. I do feel, though, that had I time to perform some research, you might not have bested me. Wait, are you always so ruthless in a debate? Mistress Grace instructed me to show no mercy, for another of her students always allows a patron to win after a lengthy debate. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience for the clientele. Let's play a game. Is there anything in particular you wish to play? Then allow me to show you one. Dildora brings out a thin, lacquered box, which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The content of the box proved to be a number of polished stone chips. Wait, is this Go? I think that's what the game was called. Maybe I'm thinking of the manga Hikaru no Go. I forgot what the game was actually called, but shit. Anyways, half of them black, half of them white. This game goes by many names. Shall I explain the rules to you? Dildora explains to you the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, how one beats best one's opponent. It seems somehow faintly familiar to you. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? As you play, you come to realize you've done so before. You recall various ploys and strategies that have won you previous games, and employ every trick you know to beat her. Suddenly, a strange feeling comes over you, a memory trying to surface. Memories of a smoke-filled field of battle begin to fill your mind, atop a great hill overlooking the fighting you sat. Mounted upon a massive four-legged beast, the braying of horns carried your orders to the troops below. Even as you watched, your forces divided, fleeing left and right, as the foreign army fought its way up the hill to slay the enemy lord, you. The fools, you had thought. Lips curling into a wicked smile. My knights shall charge down the hillside and stop their advance in an instant. And at the very moment, my retreating footmen will fall in to crush their flanks. Ah, yes, another victory soon to be mine. You suddenly realize Dildora is watching you intently. Are you feeling well? We might take the game up another day if you so wish. No, let's continue the game. Dildora plays excellently, counteracting all but your most crafty moves. But eventually your feints and calculating maneuvers win over her well-crafted strategies. She nods approvingly as she begins to put the game away. You're a fine player, perhaps a master. I commend you for your skill. Ah, okay. I had some questions for you. Dildora casts her eyes to the floor with a sound that might be a sad sigh. I'm willing to serve you as a patron, but I have no wish to answer other questions at the time. My apologies, but I fear you shall have to simply... No, wait. You shall simply have to bear with that for the time being. What's wrong?
Updated my journal.
She looks up from the floor and into your eyes. Once more, you're struck by the pale smoothness of skin, the cold depths of her silvery eyes. No, I fear not. My troubles are a matter of the heart. In time, I think, all things shall be resolved. Are you certain there's nothing I can do? Certain? Dildora pauses, as if thinking. No, I am not. My first love, Merryman, possesses still the keys to my heart. So as long as he has them, I shan't be free to love another. That is the cause of my melancholy. Why don't you seek him out and speak with him? Oh wait, not Dildora. Oh my god, it's Delora. Oh no. Anyways, Delora shakes her head. I may not leave this place. The reasons why are deeply personal, and not to be shared with strangers, even ones who might bestow a kindness upon me. But suffice it to say, I cannot seek out Merryman myself.
Updated my journal.
Then I'll find this Merryman and speak to him on your behalf. Delora nods, the slightest hint of a smile appearing on her lips. She bows her head. Were you to find and speak with Merryman, I would be most grateful. He is a member of the Society of Sensation, so you may wish to ask for him at the Civic Fest Hall. We seem to have a lot to do there, huh? And with that, I think we might actually conclude it right here and now. So let's see.
How may I help you?
Well, damn.
How may I help you?
Damn, come on.
How may I help you?
Let's see.
How may I help you?
Oh, now that I look at it, it is demonic, kinda. Let's see. Let me check something. Think I've spoken to everyone. Ah, okay. Well, I probably won't anyways. Okay, let's not join. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's figure this out. Ah, okay. Let's see if I can ask some questions. I come here looking for help. I've lost my memories. You've been stricken with amnesia? Fall from Grace looks pained. Ah, I see. So, how terrible. Do you have any idea how it happened? Not really. At least not I can remember. I woke up on a slab in the mortuary. Everything before that is black. You awoke in the mortuary? I think the dustman mistook me for being dead. Or I was dead. Something. All I know is that I regenerate from wounds quickly. I could be immortal. But I don't even know that for sure. Fall from Grace seems to be appraising you with renewed interest. Those scars on your body. She reaches out, as if to touch you. May I? Fall from Grace drags her fingers across your... finger across your chest lightly, tracing the edges of your scar, and following the curves where they blend into some of your tattoos. She seems fascinated. These scars do look as if they would have taken several lifetimes to accumulate. They certainly do, though some are more recent. Some of those wounds would have been fatal to a normal man. She taps her chin thinking, what do you intend to do now? I need to get my memories back, and my life back. I intend to scour the plains and search inside myself until I can piece together who I am and what brought me to this state. Fall from Grace is still thinking, her finger tapping on her chin. I must say, I've never met a man who had lost himself in the literal sense. She raises an eyebrow. Forgive me, but your conditioning is most intriguing. Well, I'm glad you think so. I have offended you with my words. No harm done. If it will help, you are welcome to tour the brothel. Several of our students are well versed in verbal arts. Perhaps some of them will be able to rekindle your memories.
Updated my journal.
Interesting philosophy. Student of life. I was interested in joining their
Updated
faction.
my journal.
Of course, if you wish to join the Sensates, I would acquire at the Civic Fest Hall. Someone there should be able to help you. I think I already asked all of this, so let's see if I can push out one of the options. Why should I travel with you? You mean you wouldn't be interested in traveling with an immortal amnesiac? Well, who is searching for the plains himself? Oh, I would be extremely interested. She smiles slightly. Such a suggestion is intriguing. Make no mistake about that. Then you would like to travel with me then? If you wish me to, there is something you must do for me. There are 10 students in this establishment. I would like you to speak to all of them. Then return to me with your thoughts. Then we shall see if Then we shall see if we shall travel together or not. Very well.
Updated my journal.
How may I help you?
I spoke to 9 of the students, but I could not find the 10th. And you could not find the 10th student. How curious. I'm thinking the 10th student is me. You know, I think this is probably a logical conclusion. I am thinking the 10th student is me, in which case I have spoken to all of them. She nods. Very well. And your thoughts? She really is playing very hard to get. Okay, it's definitely not those two. Well, is what I want to say, but every player has their own answer. I think for me, it's this. I have learned what it means to aspire to be a sensate, and that it is better to go in search of experience, rather than have it come to you. You know, that is a fair point, I think, for most things, this included. Very well, I will travel with you, if you still desire my company. Why, of course I do.
Oh, Mistress High and Mighty will be joining us. What do we need her for?
You couldn't possibly understand.
I wish she would fall from great height. Might even bump her off myself.
And, well, just like that, we have a 5th party member. Holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Civic Hall, and we're gonna probably call it from here before any more freak storms fuck up my, game. Alright, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna leave you all on a cliffhanger until Sunday. For this game anyways. So, I will say, if you like lengthy dialogue, philosophy, and I guess D&D gameplay, give this one a check out. I know I didn't show off the battle system much here, but I'm pretty sure it gets more complex. I'm only in like the beginnings of chapter 2, where it basically plays like RuneScape. Or rather, RuneScape's my weird comparison for this one. Now, that being said, we'll have more of this on Sunday. Tomorrow will be, well, Trails in Near. Friday, we're bringing back Manhunt, which is definitely not a philosophical game. Saturday will be Sleeping Dogs. Well, I guess if you do like what you've seen here, feel free to peruse my channel for... Maybe you'll find something else you like, or maybe you just want to see the Planescape Torment stuff. Either way. Alright, well, till then, I shall see y'all next time. Take care, everyone. And, thanks for sticking with me through 2 streams. I did not intend for things to be this way, but... You know, rainstorms and connections do not seem to go hand in hand. Alright, anyways, take care, everyone.